A very good evening to you. Thank you for tuning in to KUTV Weekend Live. Trust you well. It is the 5th of April 2025. We have lots of stories that are lined up for you. But first, before we get an intro, I hope it's not too late to say Happy New Month. Here at KUTV, we have had the pleasure of our news reporters going beyond to get you informed. And this is the intro.
This is Weekend Live with Ochieng, Cynthia.
And this broadcast is live across all our social media platforms. You can get us on YouTube at KUTVNEWS Kenya, on X, it's KUTV_Kenya. Lucy Kiari is our sign language interpreter tonight. My name is Ochieng, Cynthia. Welcome. Now, the final group of 78 Kenyans rescued from scam compounds in Myanmar has safely arrived home following a coordinated repatriation by the Kenya Embassy in Thailand. A group of 47 landed at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport this morning, with the remaining 31 arriving in the afternoon via Addis Ababa and received by Principal Secretary for Diaspora Affairs, Rosalyn Njogu. The returnees will first record statement with the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI, under the guidance of Diaspora Affairs officials before proceeding home. The victims were allegedly lured by fake agents promising well-paying jobs in Thailand, only to be trafficked and subjected to forced labor. This latest group adds to the 48 Kenyans who were rescued and repatriated 2 weeks earlier. Moving on, some political beats. President William Ruto has emphasized his commitment to development over politics ahead of the 2027 general election, calling on leaders to focus on service delivery rather than early campaigns. During his development tour in Nyeri town to inspect the Irungu affordable housing project, Ruto also promised to revive stalled road projects across the county by allocating 950 million shillings.
President William Ruto has emphasized the need to focus on development rather than premature politicking as he continued his 5-day tour of the Mount Kenya region. While in Nyeri County, the president said his administration is committed to delivering on campaign promises, noting that service to the people should take priority over early election talk.
Leo sio siku ya siasa. Kuna siku ya siasa itakuja, kila mtu afae rangi yake, tukutane kwa kiwanja. Saa hizi tunaongea na tunapanga mambo ya maendeleo ya watu wa Kenya.
During the visit, the government announced the release of 950 million shillings to revive sold road projects as part of broader efforts to improve infrastructure that have been affected by past economic challenges. Beyond road infrastructure, at least 10,000 households in Nyeri are said to be connected to electricity over the next 7 months.
Stima sio starehe ya watu wachache. Stima ni haki ya kila Mkenya. Hapa Nyeri, for the next 7 months mpaka November, tunataka kuunganisha manyumba ya watu 11,000 mpya kwa huduma ya stima, na serikali ya Kenya imetoa milioni 850 ya kufanya hiyo kazi. Negwo na Bwana Washira, kwa sababu hii Nyeri kuna sehemu tofauti imebaki nyuma kiasi. Katika ile mpango inayofuata kabla ya mwisho wa mwaka huu, tutaongeza pesa ya Nyeri ya mambo ya stima shilingi milioni 600 ingine.
Ruto made the announcement while inspecting the ongoing construction of the Ruringu affordable housing project in Nyeri town constituency.
Pia hapa hizi manyumba tunajenga hapa ni 400 pia na 60, kwa sababu tunataka hii sehemu izalishe ajira ya vijana.
The tour comes as part of President William Ruto's efforts to reaffirm support in the region and follow up on previous development pledges. Yvonne Kimuma, KUTV.
Moving on, Cabinet Secretary for Finance John Mbadi said that the Treasury has been setting aside 390 billion every year for the Teacher Service Commission, TSC, to employ teachers. Mbadi, who presided as the chief guest during the 35th graduation of the Migori Teachers Training College, congratulated the 648 graduates that will soon be teachers in the primary section. The Cabinet Secretary said that the country has been on the right trajectory economically.
Not be experimenting with education. We can experiment with something else, but not education. So I know it is a commitment of this government to ensure that now we have a predictable education system. 500 billion shillings is going to education. TSC, capitation, TSCs, we are allocating about 382 to 390 billion shillings every year for TSC to employ teachers. We are also allocating about 97 billion shillings for capitation, both in primary school, junior secondary schools, and also in high school. We are equally allocating money for Higher Education Loans Board, and we are allocating money to TVETs, and we are allocating money to other institutions.
Let us prioritize and employ them according to the year of graduation. Let us not allow a Kenyan who sacrificed his time and money to acquire education so that they can propel this country to retire without us reaping the benefit of his training.
Tafadhali tuna
Now, thousands of youths seeking market-based skills now have a reason to smile after Masai Mara University established a TVET Institute inside the university. The move, aimed at equipping local youths seeking to gain skills in technical courses, will now have to look no further. Speaking to media, Masai Mara University Vice Chancellor Professor Penina Alo revealed that the fact that the courses will bear the name of the university, students will be attracted. She vowed to take the TVET campaign to the village level to ensure that the learners enroll from certificate to diploma level depending on their academic performance.
When you say it is in the university, students tend to prefer that. So that is what led us to apply to have the TVET Institute in the university. And I'm happy that we were given the go-ahead and we have started admitting students. We have various programs there. So I would like you people to really bring this out, that if you don't make it to the university, that is not the end of the road. You can also start with a certificate. You can start with a diploma.
So being in a university, it gives you an opportunity to progress your academia. You cannot look at yourself as a failure, but you are a success in the fact that you can progress in your area of specialization, which is the current mode of CBC, whereby you go for competence. You go for a specific competence and you can progress to your PhD level. So being in the university is an advantage because you don't need to move out. And with TVET, it also allows you room. You can come for a certain competence, clear that competence, go back to the field, do what you want to do, come back for the next competence. It allows, it is flexible.
And to some sad news, at least 10 people are nursing injuries at the Coast General Teaching and Referral Hospital after a bus they were traveling in was involved in a road accident along the Mombasa-Nairobi highway. This is after a 52-seater Tamid bus from Mwembe Tayari, Mombasa to Nairobi reportedly developed brake failure and rammed into several vehicles, including a PSV matatu at Kibarani flyover. Speaking at the accident scene, the area MCA Franklin Makanga Elias Hosanna called on the National Transport and Safety Authority (NTSA) to be more vigilant and ensure that all vehicles on the road undergo servicing to avoid further accident, consequently urging drivers to exercise extra care when driving.
Basi ya na reverse tena mbio sana, ile impact ile mimi nikashtuka hata niko chini ya gari nikashikilia ile cross member. Sasa ndio imenisaidia maana imenifuruta mpaka basi kaenda kazuiwa na kile kimulima pale juu.
So immediately kuna jamaa walikuwa wanakuja na boda wanaingia kwa line mali basi ilikuwa inakujia, lakini unfortunately like ilikuwa on their side wakaruka basi kapitana ile boda. Ukienda pale kwa ile basi utapata boda iko chini ya basi.
Sasa kuja kutoka nje ya matatu naona gari basi ya Tamid hapo kando imetoka sehemu za juu ime lose control mwelekeo ndio ikatugonga hiyo matatu yetu.
Tuombe maafisa wa traffic wala wa NTSA na wale wenye magari waweze kuwajibika kuhakikisha kwamba magari yao yameweza kufanyiwa service, kwa sababu kama hii ambayo tumeshuhudia hapa, haya ni maafa ambayo labda angeweza kuzuilika.
And Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has said that Kenya remains steadfast in ensuring the peace processes in the region and continent yield long-lasting solutions. Mudavadi said this when hosting the U.S. Senior Advisor on Africa Affairs, Masad Boulos, who is visiting Kenya amongst other African countries to advance efforts for a durable peace and also promote USA private sector investment, revealed that President Trump's administration fully backs the peace process in Africa as well as in other regions like the Middle East, saying that the push is to see citizens get back to their normal lives, noting that all peace initiatives should be geared towards the right direction for the benefits of all citizens in affected regions.
I've had over 60 years of partnership with yourselves, and we've cooperated in many different realms. Peace and security issues, economy issues, education, humanitarian activities of varied types, and various interventions. So this collaboration is so important.
We look forward to working together. There's an absolutely very important role that you can play, and we can hopefully get this done very quickly for the benefit of the Congolese people and the benefit of all the other neighboring countries and neighboring peoples. And from an economic point of view, there's a lot of opportunities that can be gained by all parties here, whether it's Kenya or Rwanda or Uganda or Congo or Burundi or Zambia or Angola. All the other regional and neighboring countries can benefit from this economically.
And at that point, Weekend Live takes its very first commercial break. Don't go too far, we'll be back.
Access to knowledge, solution to unanswered questions.
Guidelines to pursuing your rights and repossessing your property, intellectual or material.
This and more only on Law Matters.
Hi, my name is Stella Tioi.
Jina langu naitwa Ochieng James.
This is Mandela Gaya.
Ugonjwa ulipokuja ulichukua siku 3 ukaniweka in coma. 20 wamezikwa, 2 ndio wako hai.
I don't even know how it feels to see.
I feel like I cannot express myself well the way somebody who can walk can actually express themselves.
Ilichukua muda mwingi mrefu tena mpana ili kuikubali kwamba mimi siwezi tembea tena.
I've come to actually accept myself.
Ukijaribu kumsimamisha mtu umwambie tafadhali nionyeshe njia,
they find it quite strange talking to you.
You should just make schools integrated,
inclusive setups,
by providing the right facilities.
You are watching Weekend Live with Ochieng, Cynthia.
Welcome back. Now, a section of ODM legislators have allegedly challenged a former public service and Human Capital Development Cabinet Secretary Justin Muturi to table his evidence against the government to the Directorate of Criminal Investigation (DCI) and the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission (EACC) for a probe. This is after Kisii Senator Richard Onyonka lamented that the level of corruption in the executive has hit an all-time high and that there is an urgent need for the Senate to interrogate remarks made by the former AG in his latest revelations.
Shida tuliko nayo ya kwamba wengi serikali ya juu na hata bunge haishimu katiba.
A disregard for constitutional guidelines bore the issue in ODM leaders Raila Odinga's submission during the governor's Eid Baraza in Mombasa County.
Lakini wameweka pesa kule, unapigia sasa makofi ati wanakuja kujenga nyinyi soko. Kwa sababu gani? Wange pesa hiyo ingekuja hapa kwa mkononi ya Bwana Abdul Samad hapa. Ajenge naye soko, sio?
Odinga defended his recent marriage to President Ruto's Kenya Kwanza coalition, pinpointing the pitfalls of the government and the ODM party's intent to deliver Kenyans from a struggling government.
Hatujaingia kwa harusi hii na serikali ili kusaliti wa Kenya. Sisi tumefanya Kenya ni muhimu zaidi kushinda watu binafsi. Wa Kenya mpaka waungane pamoja, wafanye kazi. Wakati uchaguzi ukifika, ODM itakuwa kwa kiwanja.
The former Prime Minister steered clear of the raging debate on the former Attorney General and Cabinet Secretary Justin Muturi's utterances, a matter that his generals were eager to address in the wake of their newfound relationship, where Muturi recently faced a quick exit with their guns squarely trained on him.
Tungemwomba sasa achukue hatua, afike pale kwenye vitengo vya uchunguzi na polisi, awasilishe stakabadhi ambazo yako nazo ili Wakenya waweze kujua ukweli ya yale madai ambaye ametoa.
Muturi, who once served as Speaker of the National Assembly, had accused the government of gross mismanagement of public funds and corruption, claims ODM leaders now labeled as hypocritical and opportunistic.
An example, but is he corrupt? Examples aside.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Very. Yes, irredeemably.
Okay.
Corrupt.
Mombasa Governor Abdul Samad Nasir termed Muturi's statements as shameful and ironic, pinpointing that he lauded the same administration while still in office, but now complains after his exit.
Mengine hata deputy president sijui nani alikuwa waziri alikuwa nani, usikae utuambie hapa stories za viusasa na gumzo baada habari. Kwenda katika EACC and we want to know the truth. Do not seek people's miseries for your own personal gain.
Antoboa mambo, lakini pia kila mmoja na maoni yake. Nataka kumuuliza pia Justin Muturi, kwa nini maneno haya hakuyasema wakati akiwa kule ndani? Ayasema leo wakati ashatolewa. Kwa hivyo hilo atafakari.
In Nyabondo, Mosocho, Kisii County, Senator Richard Onyonka held varied sentiments, urging Kenyans to take Muturi's claims seriously, warning they could be indicative of deeper governance issues.
A person of credibility and integrity has been the Attorney General. So when the Attorney General of your country tells you that your president is corrupt and your president is dangerous and your president doesn't know what he's doing, I am a worried man. We are losing about 100 billion shillings a month to corruption.
National Assembly Minority Leader Yunet Mohammed also weighed in, dismissing Muturi's remarks and reviving concerns over the inflated cost of the Bunge Tower project, a project overseen during Muturi's tenure as Speaker.
Kuna jumba hapo bunge inaitwa Bunge Towers, ambayo kuna maofisi ya wabunge. Hiyo nyumba wakati tumekaa chini kama wabunge ilikuwa inafaa ijengwe na 6 billion. Wakati Muturi anatoka kwa ofisi, hiyo jumba ilijengwa na 27 billion. Hapo pia afafanulie sisi kidogo ili tujue hiyo jumba imetoka 6 billion namna gani na ikafika 27 billion. Fafanua hiyo pia.
Muturi's sharp criticism of the government that has crescendoed with his sacking from cabinet has continued to draw political salvos and raise questions on the executive, with corruption seemingly a topic that may seemingly continue to hold center stage in Kenya.
I think William Ruto is actually unfit for the position of President of the Republic of Kenya. I have come sadly to that conclusion.
Emmanuel Kutosi, Weekend Live.
And now, moving on, the Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has said that Kenya remains steadfast in ensuring peace processes in the region and the continent yield long-lasting solutions. Mudavadi said this when hosting the U.S. Senior Advisor on Africa Affairs, Bulos, who is visiting Kenya among other African countries to advance efforts for durable peace and also promote U.S. private sector, revealed that President Trump's administration fully backs the peace proceeds in African countries. Now, moving on, the government has dismissed allegations of suppressing freedom of speech following a public backlash on social media on an alleged purge against government critics. Speaking in Naivasha during the Mashariki Conference, National Intelligence Service NIS Director General Nordin Haji reaffirmed that freedom of expression is enshrined in the Constitution. However, he raised concern over the growing spread of disinformation, particularly through AI-generated content and social media platforms, warning that it poses a significant threat to national security. The conference, which brought together various partners from across African states, also saw Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi emphasize the need for greater continental cooperation in addressing emerging security challenges.
As the global dynamics rapidly evolve and the threats transmutate to become borderless, leaderless, and unconventional, where the arch of insecurity is experienced at every turn, Africa is facing catastrophic risks with a high degree of randomness, hence the need for enhanced cooperation, which has become necessary and unavoidable.
Misuse of emerging technologies like artificial intelligence to spread disinformation, inflammatory rhetoric, and perpetuate technology-related threats, even though advancement in technology brings with them renewed security challenges.
We're talking about fake news, disinformation, misinformation, the sum of which would end up making citizens making decisions that are not informed and that are ill-informed.
This calls for cooperative and collective security approaches, including intelligence, knowledge, sharing, and collaborations.
And this is not to be confused with us trying to muzzle free speech and the right to freedom of speech.
And in an interview with the media, Busia Governor Dr. Paul Otuoma revealed that so far only about 7,000 bags of fertilizer have been collected county-wide compared to neighboring counties like Bungoma and Uasin Gishu, where farmers have been quick to take advantage of the seasonal fertilizer distribution. In an interview with the media, Busia Governor Dr. Paul Otuoma has revealed that so far only about 7,000 bags of fertilizer have been collected county-wide compared to neighboring counties like Bungoma and Uasin Gishu, where farmers have been quick to take advantage of the seasonal fertilizer distribution.
But we are not doing very well as a county, because last time I checked, I think we had only done 7,000 bags. Now, what is 7,000 bags compared to, let's say, our neighbors Bungoma here, 400,000?
In light of this, Otuoma has urged residents of Busia County to come out in large numbers and collect the fertilizer to ensure adequate food production.
So we want to urge our people, please, let's embrace the concepts of smart agriculture. Go to the nearest administrator's office, ward office. We have got village administrators, we have got ward administrators. Please go to those offices and seek help.
However, some farmers in Busia County have complained that the subsidized fertilizer was delayed, saying that many farmers had already planted.
Firstly, I've been using it and I've seen the positive products of it. That's why I've come back for the same product.
Ambacho naomba serikali iwe inafanya ni za zingine, ukiona kama saa mvua imenyesha kama wiki mbili, wengine wamepanda bila mbolea au kwa mbolea ya bei kali. Sasa ikiwa inawezekana hii mbolea iwe inakuja mapema kidogo wakati wametayarisha mashamba.
They have also called on the government to ensure that foliar fertilizer is distributed in a timely manner.
Itakuwa vyema sana ikiwa mbolea ya top dressing italetwa mapema ili wakulima wajiandae mapema kuichukua. Wakati wa kunyunyizia mbolea ikifika, wawe tayari na mbolea kwa nyumba.
Kwamba imekuja kidogo kama imechelewa, kwa sababu tulitarajia mwezi wa 3 kitu kama tarehe. Mwezi wa 3 tu ikianza. Najua wakulima wengine tayari wamepanda na nusu ya wakulima hawajapanda. Kwa hivyo ni ombi langu vile vile kwamba mbolea ya kunyunyizia isichukue muda mrefu, ifuatane tu na hii, kwa kuwa wale ambao walipanda tayari karibu wanaanza kupalilia na tayari watataka mbolea ya kunyunyizia.
Additionally, the fertilizer subsidy program aims to boost crop productivity, enhance food security, and support smallholder farmers in reducing production costs. And we are taking another short breather. Don't go too far.
Ni nguzo na uso wa jamii. Kupanda shuka, akawa tuzo. Ukakamavu wake, ukatii na kumfanya mwenye bidii. Kwa machozi na makeke, akabaini jinsi ya kuweni. Huyu ni mwanamke ngangari, kwa jinsi alivyo ng'ari-ng'ari. Mimi ni mwanamke mwake. Usikose kutazama kipindi cha mwanamke mwake, nami Caroline Kimweli.
Baada ya kutafuta kazi, tunaweza kuanzisha miradi yetu ambayo ingetusaidia kubadilisha maisha ya wazazi wetu.
Kwa vijana wenzangu, wengi hawana kazi, lakini ikiwa sisi wenyewe tutajiamini, tunaweza kujiajiri wenyewe.
Afrika kwa kweli tuna mahitaji ambayo ukiyasuluhisha unaweza kuathiri watu kwenye bara hili.
Bila uoga, watu huwa na uzalishaji zaidi, wanajawa na ujasiri, wanakuwa wabunifu na wanakuwa wenye maarifa.
Niliamua kuacha kazi, hata kama sitafanikiwa, nitakuwa nimejaribu, nitakuwa najua haiwezekani.
Hakuna kitu cha ajabu hapa. Kila anayepata ufanisi hufanya kazi usiku na mchana.
Kitu kitakusukuma na kuwezesha kupata maarifa ambayo hukuwa nayo.
Tunajaribu kutengeneza kitu kitakachopita mipaka ya nchi hii. Ikiwa unataka kubadilisha ulimwengu, anza na nyumbani.
So my name is Jakub. I'm Associate Professor in the Institute of Philosophy of Jagiellonian University in Krakow, Poland. And I'm the main coordinator of the Cafe project, which is being here hosted by Kenyatta University.
My name is Ewa Hudoba. I am a project manager in this consortium. Keep watching cutting-edge research at Kenyatta University Television.
Thank you for staying tuned and welcome. Now, Kenyatta University won on penalty to edge out Chuka University in the mini tournament at Kenyatta University Fields. According to the Kenyatta University staff team chairperson Caroline Ajowi, sports is an opportunity to keep fitness and network after work.
Overpowering KNH2 and Tharaka University in Pool A of mini university friendly match, Kenyatta University secured a spot in the finals. The host staff team edged out Chuka University staff team in a 4-3 penalty shootout. Caroline Ajowi, chairperson of the Kenyatta University staff team, emphasized the significance of such events, saying it offers a great opportunity for university staff to network and get to know each other better.
We needed to come up with a team of staff where we just meet, socialize, interact, network, and get to know more about each other, and also just expend energies, the extra energies that you have left after work. This event brings together staff from different universities. So far we have 3 universities that are participating in this event. So it's a good opportunity for us as staff in the universities to interact, just share notes with other staff in other universities, what we can do to improve sports for staff in other in universities, because we know universities as a place for students, because staff also need to engage in sporting and physical activity.
In addition, Ajowi made an appeal to women staff to come out and actively participate in the games.
I'm calling on women staff, wanawake wa university, come out and play. Play is good for us. You know, sometimes we as mothers, we get caught up in motherhood, and sometimes it's not an easy, most of the time motherhood is not easy, and being mothers at home, it's not easy. So when you come out and play and get to, have fun and expend the extra energies you have, it's a good thing. So that when you go back home, you go back to your family when you are mentally sharp and ready to give to your kids the best.
Meanwhile, team captain Wilson Muhwana highlighted the immense health benefits that come with staying physically active and praised the team's effort in preparation for upcoming tournaments.
This tournament, first of all, is being healthy. We've involved all the teams that we have here, the staff teams from different corporate organizations. And the first achievement is people to be fit, to network and know each other as we interact continuously. The second objective of the tournament is a blueprint of what we intend to host in May or June. Between the 2 months, we are intending to have a real tournament where we shall be having awarding, we shall have certification and all that.
They say work without play makes Jack a dull boy. That's the call for Kenyatta University staff team to keep fit and to network after a busy working day. Brenda Nyongesa, KUTV.
And Shujaa are through to the semis after a strong start to their Singapore Sevens campaign on a blowing away Ireland and France in their opening Pool B matches on Saturday morning. Nigel Maitza put Kenya in the lead in the second minute with the opening try. Cabra's Sugar, the German Kevin Wekesa doubled Shujaa's lead, making it 12-0 before halftime. Patrick Odongo sealed the party for Kenya, adding their lead in the 12th minute. Shujaa will know their opponent in semis after the final round of pool games. And thank you for your 30 or so minutes to be with us here at KUTV News. Weekend Live, that is how we wrap it up. And to everyone that made this bulletin a success, to my director, producers, and everyone behind the scenes, we say thank you. It's a good night from Lucy Kiare and myself, Ochieng, Cynthia.